Okay, picture this. You're looking at a busy city street. Pedestrians are darting out of nowhere, cyclists are weaving in and out of tight traffic, and the lane markings? Yeah, they're faded and barely even visible. It's a totally unpredictable environment, right? But through all that chaos, an XPENG electric vehicle is just effortlessly, smoothly navigating the whole thing entirely on its own. We're actually getting pretty used to seeing this kind of mind-blowing autonomous tech on our roads, constantly processing thousands of variables every single second just to keep people safe. But what if we took that highly advanced brain, pulled it completely out of the car's chassis, and put it into something else entirely? Think about the incredible parallel here. On one side, you've got that self-driving car handling crazy, high-speed traffic, and on the other, we have XPENG's humanoid robot, Iron, confidently walking around and manipulating objects inside an advanced robotics lab. Now, obviously, they look completely different, and they're operating in totally different physical spaces. But here is the massive surprise. The absolute exact same artificial intelligence is powering both of these machines. They are literally drawing from the exact same technological well.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving deep into a completely fascinating technological crossover that is totally reshaping how we think about mobility and automation. We're looking at XPENG Iron. We're going to dissect exactly what happens when one of the world's fastest-growing electric vehicle companies suddenly decides, hey, let's build a humanoid robot. We'll unpack the shared tech DNA that makes this leap not just possible, but honestly, a brilliant strategic move that could change the future of robotics forever. So here is our roadmap for today. First, beyond just electric cars. Second, meet the Iron robot. Third, the AI brain inside. Fourth, the robotics ecosystem. Fifth, Iron versus the competition. And finally, number 6, the future vision. All right, let's jump right into Section 1, Beyond Just Electric Cars, where we'll look at the history of XPENG.
So the year is 2014. That's when CEO He Xiaopeng founded XPENG over in Guangzhou, China. Now, the rest of the world immediately boxed them in as just an electric vehicle manufacturer, a traditional car company. But actually, their foundational goal was always much, much broader. Right from day one, they were on a mission to build intelligent machines. The cars they were making just happened to be the very first major commercially viable application of that intelligence.
Which naturally brings us to a huge question. Why on earth is an EV company building humanoid robots? Because at first glance, it feels like a massive pivot, doesn't it? Like going from making 2-ton vehicles meant for the highway to building delicate, human-sized robots meant to walk around inside our homes and offices. It sounds like 2 entirely separate businesses. But we need to completely reframe how we think about what a modern electric vehicle actually is.
The crucial takeaway here is that EV companies aren't pivoting at all. Think about it. Their cars have always been giant rolling robots. The shared DNA between a smart car and a humanoid robot is just striking. Both of them rely on autonomous driving software, AI perception to make sense of a chaotic world, motion planning to safely get from A to B, custom AI chips to crunch massive amounts of data instantly, plus electric drive systems and advanced battery tech. XPENG is literally taking the exact same tech stack they've spent billions perfecting for their cars and just packaging it into a humanoid form factor. And that shared foundation, it gives them a massive, multi-year head start over your traditional robotic startups.
Moving right along to Section 2, meet the Iron robot, the physical machine.
Everyone, meet XPENG Iron, and let me tell you, this is not just some basic prototype clumsily stumbling around. We're talking about a human-sized design capable of really complex whole-body motion control. It's got exceptionally high degrees of freedom, which basically means it has a fluid mobility that closely mimics how you and I move. But maybe the most impressive part? Its dexterous hands, built for incredibly precise manipulation. Now think about this for a second. The electric drive systems and the ultra-efficient battery management needed to make a robot walk and grasp a fragile object smoothly, that hardware is a direct adaptation from their EV ecosystem. They've essentially taken the powerful motor tech from their cars, miniaturized it, and highly specialized it for the robot's joints. It's brilliant.
Okay, next up is Section 3, the AI brain inside, looking at its cognitive architecture.
So, gorgeous hardware's great, but it's really just an empty shell without a mind to operate it, right? As this industry explodes, you're going to hear 2 terms thrown around a lot: embodied AI and vision language action models, or VLA for short. Let's break those down so we actually know what's happening under the hood. Embodied AI just means the AI isn't some chatbot trapped on your phone screen. It actually has a physical body to interact with the real messy world. And vision language action models, that is the absolute magic in the middle.
It means the robot can use its cameras to see an object, say a coffee cup, understand you when you say, "Hey, pick up the cup," reason through the complex spatial geometry to reach it, and then execute the precise physical action to grab it. It's a seamless loop of seeing, hearing, reasoning, and doing.
And the powerhouse engine driving all of that heavy cognitive lifting? That would be the XPENG Turing AI chip. This proprietary piece of hardware is the ultimate shared brain. It handles the autonomous navigation, the sensor fusion, which by the way means it's stitching together data from multiple cameras and sensors in real time with zero lag. And it handles continuous learning. And because this is the exact same brain architecture powering their smart cars, the robot gets to leverage billions of miles of real-world driving data. It takes all that logic used to navigate chaotic city streets and intelligently maps it onto navigating a crowded sidewalk or a factory floor. So you've got this one shared brain getting exponentially smarter by absorbing data from two totally different worlds. How cool is that?
All right, Section 4, the robotics ecosystem, focusing on integration and scale.
Let's pull back for just a second and look at the big picture, the massive infrastructure that makes any of this even possible. Look, building one robot that works in a pristine lab, that's incredibly hard. But manufacturing thousands of them reliably, that is exponentially harder. XPENG's ecosystem integration is staggering. We're talking smart factories, in-house AI chips, deeply established battery supply chains, veteran autonomous driving teams, and massive cloud computing networks. They are plugging this robot into an already massive, fully functioning automotive manufacturing machine. They're not some guys in a garage trying to figure out how to source a screw. They're taking an existing global automotive powerhouse and effectively turning it into a turnkey robotics factory.
That brings us to Section 5, Iron versus the competition, looking at the global robotics race.
And when you look at the wider landscape here, we've got XPENG Iron positioned alongside some heavy hitters like Tesla Optimus, Figure AI, AgiBot, Unitree, UBTECH, Fourier, EngineAI, and LimX. And what we're really seeing is a fascinating split in strategy. On one side, you have your pure-play robotics companies, 100% focused on building prototypes and algorithms totally from scratch. But on the flip side, you have companies like XPENG and Tesla. They are heavily utilizing crossover vehicle tech and leaning on massive, already existing manufacturing scale. It's so vital to look at this objectively, not just as a race to shoot the coolest viral demo video, but as a long-term, grueling battle over who actually has the manufacturing scale, the deep pockets, and the mature AI integration to mass-produce these machines for real-world daily applications.
And finally, we arrive at Section 6, the future vision, focusing on imminent deployment.
So why does all of this matter to you and me? And where are these robots actually heading in the next few years? Well, we are looking at a very clear, highly strategic deployment pipeline. Iron John isn't just going to waltz into your living room to fold your laundry tomorrow. Nope. Step 1 is deploying them in smart factories and logistics centers. These are highly controlled, highly structured, and frankly, sometimes hazardous environments where robots can safely take over the heavy lifting and the dull, repetitive tasks. Then Step 2 expands that out into warehouses and retail spaces to handle complex inventory management. And finally, Step 3. This is where it gets incredibly personal. That's when they move directly into our unpredictable homes for daily assistance and into healthcare facilities for critical patient support. It's wild to think about, but the highly sophisticated machine that starts out assembling cars on a factory floor will eventually evolve to help care for us in our very own homes.
I really want to leave you with this thought today because I think it completely reframes the entire industry. The future of robotics may not belong solely to robotics companies. It may also belong to the companies that already know how to build intelligent machines at scale. XPENG is actively proving that the technological bridge stretching from an autonomous car to a walking, talking humanoid robot is so much shorter and way more direct than literally anyone imagined even a few years ago. It really makes you pause, right? Next time you look at a modern electric vehicle on the street, are you just looking at a car? Or are you actually looking at the ancestor of the robot that might one day be walking around your house? You definitely want to keep a close eye on this space because the fundamental definition of what an intelligent machine is, well, it's changing right in front of us.
Please follow me this way.
Byron, do you have the Turing AI chip installed in you?
Of course I do. IRON. Do my thinking with the Turing AI chip. This is XPENG's self-developed brain. It's not just used in cars, but also in me in flying cars. Truly a one chip serving three purposes. XPENG IRON is poised to commence the mass production of flying cars. Today's tour ends here. It's been a great honor to introduce XPENG's technologies and products to you all. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you next time.